Hyundai has a bit of a history in turning concept cars into production cars with only a few small tweaks. The 45 EV concept became the Ioniq 5, and this, in just 37 months, is the Ioniq 6. It's come from the Prophecy, and here it is.
The Ioniq 6 is a sleek 4.85 metre long four-door saloon designed to take on cars like the BMW i4, Polestar 2 and, inevitably, the Tesla Model 3. Like we mentioned, the Ioniq 6 stayed true to its Prophecy forebear with a similarly smooth swept-back shape, coupe-like roofline, boot-lid spoiler and short front and rear overhangs. It also gets digital mirrors and flush door handles to minimise drag. Hyundai is keeping technical information like battery size, range and charging close to its chest, but we can expect much of the same class-leading tech as you'll find on the Ioniq 5, meaning a 77 kWh battery, rear or all-wheel drive, and a range of 300 miles or more. The 6's streamlined shape should eke out a few extra miles over the boxier 5.
There's elements of Mercedes CLS in this back end, another really streamlined car, as well as some Porsche 911 if you look closely. But yeah, overall it just looks totally unique, and that's something that Hyundai is hoping it can repeat with the 7 SUV in the not too distant future. This pixel technology, that's really clever as well, and Hyundai is hoping that with future iterations it can allow customers to customise that detail and make this car truly their own.
Hyundai will reveal its UK prices and specs close to the car's launch in early 2023, but it has confirmed that customers will get a choice of 18 or 20-inch wheels, plus 12 visually exciting exterior colours, made from, of all things, vegetable oils. If we had to take a punt, we wouldn't expect much change from £50,000. The 6 will be pitched slightly above the 5 and priced accordingly.
In here there's more than the odd flash of Ioniq 5, the same basic architecture in fact, and that is no bad thing. It actually looks really smart. You've got digital door mirrors, which are kind of in a loop here. The designers say that that was designed around the horns of a bull, no less.
The 2 screens each measure 12 inches, and Hyundai says there'll be a selection of interior trims to choose from, available to personalise your Ioniq 6 to your tastes. And of course, all in eco-friendly, sustainable materials, including carpets made from recycled fishing nets.
Whereas the Ioniq 5 was kind of an extension of your family home, this, the Ioniq 6, is supposed to be an extension of your personal space, of your office space. So you've got things like this flat centre console. You can rest your laptop on there and use it whilst you're charging the car. Speaking of charging, these 4 dots on the steering wheel actually light up to show state of charge, so it flashes green when the car is fully charged. It also comes up when you're using the voice activation, a little bit like it would if you were talking to Alexa or a similar smart speaker.
As we said, charging numbers will be revealed later, but using the Ioniq 5 as a benchmark, it's likely that the 6 will get the same 800-volt architecture and 240 kilowatt plus charging speeds. That should mean a 10 to 80% charge in less than 20 minutes using the very fastest rapid chargers, quicker than near enough anything on sale in any price bracket.
Sustainability is a really big theme for Hyundai as a whole, but especially here in the Ioniq 6. You've got loads of really earth-friendly materials, you've got eco-friendly leather and other materials dotted around the cabin. Unfortunately, I can't fiddle with this screen or the climate control because that's all a dummy. This is a prototype after all. But one thing that is pretty much production ready is this ambient lighting, and it's all around the cabin. It's really smooth and it gives a kind of techno soul career kind of vibe. I personally absolutely love it.
Elsewhere, the minimalist feel shouldn't come at the expense of usability. The infotainment is expected to be a carbon copy of the intuitive system found in the Ioniq 5, as is the touch-sensitive climate control panel that sits beneath it. We'd rather see a set of big, chunky physical dials, but not having to delve into the touchscreen to change the temperature is welcome.
That light show continues back here, and of course you can have it in pretty much any colour that you like. But the big deal back here is how much space there is. This car has a 2.95 metre wheelbase, and my god does it show when it comes to legroom. Headroom isn't great, but that is due to the sloping roofline. But in general, there is just a feeling of being big, light and airy, which is perfect for a car like this.
As you can probably tell, our time with the Ioniq 6 was brief to say the least. But if you've been waiting for a sleeker, more slippery Ioniq 5 with a more business person than family buyer kind of vibe, then there's undoubtedly a lot to like about the 6. Our true verdict will come later this year or early next, when we've got to know pricing, specs, and of course, once we've had a chance to get behind the wheel. Until then, well, just look at it. Head to DrivingElectric.com for all the latest electric and hybrid car advice, news and reviews, and check us out on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. Finally, while you're here, make sure you hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel and turn on notifications to ensure you never miss a video.